All right, everybody, Daniel Elohim here. Welcome. And if you don't believe that the world powers, governments, and such are unable, if you don't believe that they can control the weather, this will prove it to you right here. Let's get into it. climatecontrol.net. And what they're doing is advertising the sale of the ability to change the weather. Congratulations, United Arab Emirates. I went onto the website, downloaded this PDF, and we're going to take a look at what they did in a certain part of the country, or a certain part of the world. They removed moisture from one area and transferred it through cyclones to another area. These links right here that I'm showing you, I'm going to get a better shot of them. You can pause right and write these down and check them out. Some pretty amazing videos of proof of their ability to control weather and move moisture from one area to another and make it rain. How they do this is controlling the wind. Now, they don't go into exactly how they control the wind. Since 2007, they've been doing this, been able to control the weather, climate control. That is their agenda, their world agenda. Now, if you think back, since 2007, they've been doing this. Goddard Space Center, NASA, the big players in the world are aware of this. These are dramatic weather changes that they're doing. This Cyclone 03B, this is a picture of what happened once they moved it and where they moved it from. They moved it from Tehran to the United Arab Emirates, where the average monthly rainfall from this storm was 50 times greater than normal. 50 times greater. Later on, I tell you how much that is. It's like 50 billion gallons. Something crazy out there. Now, this part of the world is rich. United Arab Emirates is one of, if not the richest country in the world. And I think they're the financial backing to a lot of this. South coast of Iran and the mountain regions is hindered. Now look at this image down here. The second image looks like an evil face, and that's what they're doing. They're changing, it's evil what they're doing, changing the weather. The planet was made a certain way. Yes, who knows if we've screwed it up through our emissions in our cars and these other things that they're telling us global warming is a cause of. I remember they took aerosol out of hairspray, so there's no more aerosols in cans anymore. Very few. Peak temperatures may be changed to become 1.5 to 2 times higher. The location of the region where the test mode is applied. Who's causing global warming here? And what happens in one part of the world it affects the rest. So that was in Iran. Let's see, let's look back here on the main page. Here are some creation lakes that they've created lakes using this technology. And climateglobal.net. Go over there and check it out. Project Khuzestan. I tried to Khuzestan. I applied to Iran. Get more access to some of these other things here. Look at that, 2014, 2015, Iran. They're just get in here. It's all in the Middle East where they're doing this, and but I still haven't heard back, from this company here. No response to my inquiry as of yet. So This video here is what they show to prospective buyers of their technology.
We have developed a unique technology for climate control on a given territory. It's intended to resolve the issue of food security, provide favorable weather conditions for a set period of time, preventively neutralize negative atmospheric phenomena, and minimize economic losses related to weather conditions. 2011 was the most devastating year considering the losses caused by natural disasters. The damage caused to the global economy exceeded the levels of 2005 almost by 2/3 and amounted to $380 billion. Our technology does not apply chemical components. It's totally environmentally friendly, safe for humans, and power saving. Herman Project is one of the examples of successful implementation of the climate control technology. We managed to move a huge amount of water over a short period of time. The average monthly level of precipitation exceeded the readings over the past 5 years 50 times. Our activities on Khuzestan project resulted in complete elimination of dust storms, increased precipitation, improved crop yield. We started introducing new fertile territories. The groundwater level rose.
Now, I'm not a linguist, but that accent sounds Russian or Kazakhstanian or something like that.
The declaration passed at the 31st summit of the Cooperation Council for the Arab States of the Gulf stresses the importance of realizing...
It starts buffering real bad here. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting right close to the Wi-Fi. Anyway, that's the end of the video, pretty much. This is another PDF that I downloaded from globalclimate.net. Working in the Indian Ocean. List of scenarios here. But let's get into this because it's amazing what they're doing. If I can keep it straight here. The use of heat and water resources in adjacent territories. Now they're saying the main rainfall occurs... No, that's not it right there. Basically what they say in here is that they use anomalous, like an anomaly, just random rainstorms and precipitation. That's what they say they're grabbing, and then using that to they're using that and transferring it through with cyclones to different regions. But then they contradict themselves later on. Okay, the effect is noticeable after 5 to 10 days after the beginning of exposure. Now keep that in mind, 5 to 10 days, right? All right. This is now they're talking about a massive transfer of moisture from the Indian Ocean. 20 billion tons of water. That's a lot of water. And let's see, within 1 to 2 months, that's how long it takes for the effect to occur once they start moving the precipitation to the region. The North Stream, South Stream, these are different pathways that the warm air and the cyclones are taking that they create. They created these North Stream, South Stream. The North Stream was created on the basis of new technologies and algorithms of controlling of climate process. It was based on the technology of creating substantial local cyclonic processes of the desired duration and intensity in a given area. Sorry, RFB. The purpose, the permanent transfer of excess moisture from neighboring northern and western regions to the area of the UAE. All right, so they created them. 5 to 10 days. Things to remember. Let's see. This one they're showing the moisture in that red circle was captured and transferred. And this is just some of the stuff in here. Well, all of it is pretty amazing if you think about it. This was in 2007, where they, again, using cyclones over the mainland India, they transferred moisture, rain. These anomalies are caused by one channel of moisture transferred by them from the Indian Ocean, clearly illustrated with through NOAA, the National Weather Service, and a few other places, NASA, Goddard Space Flight Center. They're all aware of this. The whole world knows, the governments of the world and their agencies are aware of what's going on and probably participated to some degree, I'm sure. Participating by not doing anything is participating anyway. The system always tends to the balance, but we should understand the system as equilibrium based on the whole, on the state of the climate in each region. If we change this condition in one region and support this change for a long time, then the whole system will perceive it as part of himself and will be restructured. I know it's kind of funny words, but they're not English speaking first language. There will be its new equilibrium. The changed climate is supported by the system to ensure of its equilibrium state. That is the determining factor security for regions. This is a sales pitch. They're telling them that if they use their process to control the weather and long enough, it changes the balance of everything around the world. It's not just in this one area. It affects everything. That's why our weather is so screwed up, because of what they've been doing over here. Climate as a certain state forms a permanently present the amount of moisture and temperature. Okay? Climate as a certain state, its normal state, forms any state that is injected into the system over a period of time by them is permanently present. What's permanently present? The amount of moisture and the temperature that they're going for. The whole earth is a system of such different conditions which are constantly interacting among themselves. The system always tends to balance. Okay, that's what they're admitting this. Based on the whole, on the state of the climate in each region. If we change this condition in one region and support this change for a long time, then the whole system will perceive it as part of itself and will be restructured. Why are they doing this? Why are they changing the weather? They say it's for profitability, tourism, and outrageous. You can read this as I go along or go to the website.